Squeeze him now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to cut it back right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Little motion now from the tight end. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. In motion left goes a tight end. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They come out here in the eye. They run. It's Gurley. And he will fight his way forward to about... Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now here comes Kansas City. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw, Breeze. He's going to try and go deep again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw is Breeze. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. First and 15 here behind the chains. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Breeze to throw. Incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores, it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Complete, the tight end Rivera. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. This is Lacey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you...
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. In motion left goes Cooks. Cooks will come in motion right. They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. On second down, here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there, because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They send Rivera, the tight end, in motion here. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.